Hello everybody, how is it going? So, today, more of the championship. Katakuri, look at his hand real quick. Strusen, 2 7 moms, 1 10 mom, and a Pero Sparrow. Yeah, it is Katakuri versus Sakazuki. I feel like there was a lot of Katakuri in this tournament, and I think it is partially due to Sakazuki, and just him struggling against 10 mom. Any slower deck has a hard time against 10 mom, so yeah, we'll have to see Sakazuki's hand in just a second. There we go. He has 2 Kuzans, a brand new, a Tashigi, and a Borsellino, the blocker Borsellino. Honestly, both the hands are like pretty good, I'd say. Katakuri kind of has his early game in the Pero Sparrow and has a lot of high cost cards, which he definitely wants in this matchup because, we want to abuse our top end against Sakazuki, make him drop multiple cards if he wants to out, either 10 mom or 7 mom. So, yeah, definitely a good hand for this matchup, I would say. But I'll have to see who got second. Looks like Katakuri did, so he is happy about that. Sakazuki cycling a Kuzan, picking up something. Looks like a 7-drop Borsellino. Just passing it over. Katakuri I don't think has anything to do this turn either. Yep, just passes it back. I like that Katakuri's running the 2 billion volts. I like that card. I think it's a good card because yellow does struggle against blockers, so that is a pretty decent answer to him. Sakazuki swinging 6, probably just gonna get down the brand new this turn. Katakuri probably will defend because he just wants to get to the late game, so he's just gonna probably any of the little pokes he'll probably try to counter out if he has an easy, just 1 card counter. But playing the brand new, picking up a Hina, trashing a 4-drop Lucci, and the 10 Kuzan. Interesting, he's playing 10 Kuzan. I'm not sure what that tech is for. Maybe for this matchup? I don't know. It's kind of scary to get 10 mom though, and then try to play your own 10 drop because you could just die. So, kind of curious what that is for. But passing it back, Katakuri at 4 Dawn. I think he's going to hit the classic play of attack for 7, play Pero Sparrow. You gotta love to see it. So he's going to swing 7. Looking at his life, we don't really get to see it because his arm is kind of blocking it. Unfortunate. He puts it on the bottom though, so could potentially be like a Beji or one of his heal triggers, anything like that. And Sakazuki will take that life. Looks like he got a Hound's Blaze. I think that's Hound's Blaze. Katakuri playing the Pero Sparrow. Yes, sir. That's the favorite turn of any Katakuri player. Maybe other than 10 mom turn. But Sakazuki now on 5 Dawn. Could definitely bottom deck this Pero Sparrow and just get 2 attacks with his leader and the boosted brand new from the Hound's Blaze. As long as that is what he picked up. I think it is. I don't know. He has all types of everything, which is really cool. But yeah, sometimes it's kind of hard to tell what cards are, but I'm pretty sure on the right of his hand that is the Hound's Blaze. He's gonna cycle the Borsellino for a Hina. Okay, the starter deck Hina, not the blue one that I believe is from OP05. Looks like he's wanting to just swing 6 with leader, asking for another 2k. Katakuri, if he has it, will probably take this counter. Doesn't look like he does though, so he'll take his first life. Potentially getting a trigger here, it looks like it. Yep, gets the smoothie. That's pretty good. Probably just get rid of, one of the 7 moms. Because we are on even curve. So we'll have the 7 drop for our 8 Dawn turn, and then we just go into 10 drop. But Sakazuki has a couple choices on what he wants to play here. Could play the Kuzan, could play the Borsellino, could play the Hina, but I don't think there's really any reason to play the Hina. Could also just Hound's Blaze the Pero Sparrow and attack for a bigger number with the brand new. Try to be a little bit aggressive. But Sakazuki's going to tap 1, play down the Suru. That's one of the alt-arts I'm talking about. I'm not used to seeing the Suru alt-art. I think it's from at least for us, it's one of the binders, the Bandai releases. But gonna actually Hound's Blaze the Smoothie. I guess more concerned about Katakuri taking his life. I don't know. I think I would have just went for the Pero Sparrow Sparrow floats. If Katakuri wants to take his life, I think that's fine if we're just trying to be aggressive. And he does swing 7 there, and Katakuri takes. So he's got to be happy about that. Got 2 life in that turn. Can't really complain. Katakuri grabbing another Tenmon for his draw. So he is set up for late game as long as he can get there. Sakazuki has been playing it pretty aggressively. At least that turn was pretty aggressive, so definitely what you want to see as the Sakazuki player. Katakuri going 5. Could be life, could be... Nope, goes for the brand new. Okay. That's fine. I mean, I feel like brand new does get a decent amount of value with the Hound's Blaze. And you only really want to deal with 1 attack if you can as the Katakuri player. Swinging 7. Looking at his life. We still really can't see what it is. But looks like he's going to leave it there. And Sakazuki will take that hit. Getting another Hina. That's fine. What's so nice about Sakazuki, is that you can always just cycle out cards you don't want to see in your hand. Such a strong effect. I feel like both his effects are just like so generic and also just so good because they work just so well with the deck because you want certain cards in the graveyard. You obviously want at least 3 cards for the Rob Lucci. And obviously just reducing stuff by 1 already just helps all of your black and blue removal cards, so just a really synergistic leader. But Katakuri playing down the Sanji. Alright. We don't have a vanilla for that turn, but I don't even know if you'd want to play the vanilla against Sakazuki, because it'll probably just get removed. So, fair enough. As the Katakuri player, honestly, we're just trying to survive to late game, so having a blocker down sounds pretty good. Sakazuki cycling the Kuzan, finding a Rebecca. That's going to be pretty solid. Just again, yellow does struggle with blockers. Although he does have the 2 billion volts, so that could be really good later on in the game. And we'll see what Sakazuki wants to do. He doesn't have Lucci, so he can't really 2 for 1 right now. So it's going to be a little bit rough because if you could, you definitely want to remove the Sparrow and the Sanji if you could. Just going 5 at the Sparrow. Katakuri does just let it go. Do I disagree with that? Not really. He was kind of just a blocker for you. Again, all of our bodies kind of at this point in the game don't super matter. We're just trying to live. Looks like he's going to grab a pudding off the search. And Sakazuki still has 7 Dawn to work with, so yep, he could just play the 7-drop Borsellino, which is pretty good for him. Removes, the 2 bodies you definitely wanted to remove this turn. If Katakuri did drop a 1k to defend the Sparrow, that wouldn't have been bad either, just because you force him almost to not play the Borsellino, but I feel like that was his only real play, so it's fair enough. Also this turn we're always just playing 7 Mom, so still an okay turn. So yep, oh no, we're doing it, okay. Yep, tapping 7, playing down Big Mom, asking your opponent what do you want to do. Sakazuki probably wants to trash this life because he doesn't want the game to go on any longer. Maybe he just takes this. Maybe he goes down to 0, potentially. Okay, so he does trash his life. Is going down to 0, bad? I don't know, they're just always playing their 10 Mom next turn, right? So maybe just taking this hit from the leader isn't the worst, and then just trying to get some blockers down. Although there is the problem is that if you don't defend this, they could just try to go for game next turn, and they do have the 2 billion volts, so Sakazuki could potentially be playing around that with countering out of this hit, which that is definitely fair. And Katakuri will pass it back. Couldn't quite see what the Sakazuki drew. Looks like a Hina though, so kinda, I don't know what you really want to see here. You want an Ice Age or something, right? Just to get rid of this 7 Mom. Kinda keep up tempo. You probably could do it without the Ice Age. Just 4-drop Rebecca after cycling the Hina or something. We'll see. He discards the blue Hina. picks up a Hound's Blaze. So this turn is a little bit awkward. How are we going to do this? We're going to swing 6 at life, reducing the 7 mom. So how does he get it to 2 cost for his Hound's Blaze? I don't know if he has any more cycle. Yeah, I don't think so. We'll have to see though. Katakuri will take that hit, potentially having a trigger. We love triggers. Nope. Does not use the trigger. If it was one, it was a Zoro. Yeah, I mean, KOing the Suru doesn't really seem worth it. Rather just have the 1k counter in hand. But Sakazuki swinging 8. Katakuri will take that one as well. He doesn't have any 2ks, I don't think, so that's a little bit rough. Once again, getting a potential trigger. Just thinking about it. Alright, looks like he is going to use the 2 billion volts trigger. Healing a life is pretty strong here, especially because we really didn't have counter, so we're just going to exchange our non-counter cards for a life back. It's kind of like we countered out of it, but yep, healing that one. And now when we get to our 10 mom turn, we're going to be at 3 life instead of 2, so that's pretty good. Sakazuki tap in 4, playing down the Rebecca. Yep, we definitely need a blocker. Gonna add back the Lucci. And probably play out one of the Hinas. Yep, so reducing Big Mom to a 2 cost, right? Because she minuses 4. Oh, so that's like actually just a really easy answer. And then we're gonna Lucci the 7 Mom. That's really good. I forgot that Hina did -4. That card is kind of crazy. Well, I mean, it's just crazy in combination with Rebecca. And then both of those will be answered, both the Pudding and the 7 Mom, by the Lucci. And here we go, it's 10 mom time. I don't think there's really, it's non-debatable. We are playing the 10 mom. We're going to be at 3 life, we should be pretty safe. We don't have a ton of counter, but I mean it's yellow, so we'll probably trigger out something that'll help us. And he did also bottom deck something at the very beginning of the game, so it could definitely be a veggie, or like another 2 billion volts, just something, you know, to keep him extra safe. Yep, playing down the 10 mom, healing a life. Sakazuki trashes a brand new, then we're probably just swinging 5. Looking at Sakazuki's hand, I didn't realize he has very little counter. What does he even have? He has a 1k, and that's it. That's crazy. So he might want to take the block. No, he's gonna use the 1k. Fair enough, fair enough. Because if it sucks that was the Borsellino, because we kind of want, you know, 2 blockers this turn, because can we really go for game? It's like, I don't know, he could try to cycle here, try to find either a way to out the 10 mom, or what else could he do? He can reduce it by 6, 7 right now, so he needs to find a way to reduce it by 1 more to get rid of this 10 mom. So attacking 5 with leader, reducing 10 mom by 1 cost. Katakuri will probably defend this. He does have the 1k. Yeah, we're just trying to be extra safe this turn. Might as well take that. No reason to take a 5k at this point if we don't have to. But Sakazuki, it really just depends what he kind of gets off his cycle effect and the Great Eruption. It's going to be kind of risky. But, I mean, you got to go for it, right? What choice do you have? It's kind of the only way you live this turn. Even then, we do know Katakuri has the Thunderbolt, so it's like, you live, but do you really live, you know? It's like that, or we just try to go for game. But with the 5k swing from leader, maybe we really can't. I don't know. We have 3, like, good attackers. Then we have Rebecca and Suru. Like, we could try to cheese something by swinging 5 with one of them, but I don't think it's really gonna work out. We need him to, like, take the Lucci swing, the Hina swing, and the Borsellino, and then just try to put a lot of Dawn onto one of the 0. the 0 bodies on board. And looking at Katakuri's hand, it is possible that like this game goes through if he just gets like no triggers, but it's kind of very hard to go for that as the Sakazuki player. Like ideally you just want to out the 10 mom and get down another blocker, but that's kind of a lot to ask looking at your hand. But he does attack for 6 with the Lucci, and Katakuri will take, does not get a trigger, gets a 7 mom, I think. Yeah, that's 7 mom. So now, after he took the 6k, do you just start trying to go for game? I don't know. It's a tough spot for the Lucci player, or the Sakazuki player, my bad. Not Lucci. Sakaluchi, the common nickname. We'll go 7 with the Hina. Okay, I like that. We're going to be aggressive. I think you just, you forgo trying to out the big mom and just try to go for game. So the 7 does go through. We're looking at a trigger most likely. Let's see what it is. I feel like all their triggers are just like defensive outside of like Parasparrow maybe. Because I don't, and he plays Smoothie as well. Okay, he hits the 2 billion volts, which is very strong because he doesn't, again, have much counter. So he's going to trash 2, heal that life. Yep, it's looking even harder for Sakazuki now. I will probably just swing 8 with Borsalino. And then, we just can't really do much else. We're going to just probably try to out the Big Mom with the Grid Eruption here. So we need Grid Eruption into another card that reduces cost. So let's see. Draws 1, minuses 2 to the Big Mom. And he finds the Ice Age. That's crazy. That's probably the best card he could have found. Because he doesn't even have to play the Hina if he doesn't want to. Or does he? No, he doesn't. Because that put it at 2. Because it's already minus 3. So that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Could potentially swing with like a Sufru. Or just swing big on the Borsalino. I don't know, he needs to now cycle into a blocker. That's like the best sequence. That's what we need. Can he pull it off? Using leader, trashing the Hina because he no longer needs it. And top decks, a 7 Borsalino. Not what you wanted to see there. You wanted to see Rebecca or a 4-drop Borsalino. Alright, it's looking rough. So as a Sakazuki player, you're just praying your opponent doesn't have Thunderbolt or 2 billion volts. Ice Age is the Big Mom. We're going to tap 2 and bottom deck the Big Mom. Maybe boost up the Suru and go for like, how big could you swing? You could go like 7 and then 8 Borsalino. But like, he still lives, so it's a little bit rough. Okay, just boost the Borsalino. Alright. So it is now at 11. And just passes, not wanting to give him potentially like a Parasparrow or any trigger that could just give him 2 attacks. But we do know he has the Thunderbolt. So goodbye Rebecca. And we're gonna swing for how much? 8, basically 9. So we're gonna swing for 14. And with only 2 cards in hand, we're gonna swing for a little bit more. We're gonna swing for 15 actually. Taps the Suru for fun. Swings for a whole lot. And that's pretty much just the game. Cannot counter out of that with 2 non-counter cards. So that is the end of that match. Katakuri doing what he wants to do against Sakazuki. Just get his top end down and just go for game. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.